So how did you find out about this, and what did you discover? How did you figure it out?
The way that I found out about it was through a professor, and he said very casually to me, "Oh, and by the way, there's this snake, and it's said to move through the air, and no one knows much about it." And that was it.
So you went to Southeast Asia, and what did you discover?
In the recent study that's just been published, we've started to get a really accurate view of what the animal is doing with its body when it's in the air. So the first thing it does is it actually jumps for a takeoff. And as they're jumping, as they're taking off, they transform their body. In essence, they flatten out their body sort of like a cobra does right behind its head. And then as it's falling and gaining speed and really starting to glide, the other important piece is that it starts to undulate. And it really kind of looks like the snake is swimming through the air.
So that's how it's gliding. That's how it's flying in essence. How far can it go, and does it sustain any injury when it falls?
From 10 meters, they'll go about 10 meters horizontally. And the best one that I measured from 10 meters was 21 meters. And this is just in one species. This is in the paradise tree snake.
So what's the practical application? What can be learned, and how can we put flying snake technology to use?
That's a very good question. You know, it's possible that you could take this and use principles of the flying snake to inform micro-air vehicle design.
Yeah, so like the Pentagon, there's this mention of possible like search and rescue vehicles, almost like robots with tails, that sort of thing.
There are many groups actually that are working on snake-like robots. It's quite possible that you have your snake-like robot that can climb up rubble, it can get through cracks, it's got a camera on it, and then maybe it comes to a gap, or it's at a high place. It needs to cross over a body of water or something, so it just takes off in the air, glides over to the next spot, and then continues its little rescue mission.
Are they poisonous?
They're mildly venomous.
But if I'm walking through the jungle in Southeast Asia, I might want to bring an umbrella.
Well, first of all, you'd be lucky to see this, and probably very likely you wouldn't see it. It's not altogether a common thing to first of all see the snake, and then to see it, catch it, happen to be doing this behavior.
Well, what was your reaction the first time you saw it with your own eyes?
It's not just the first time. Every time I see it, it's amazing and fantastic, and to me, sort of a thing of beauty.
I'm not sure everybody would think a flying snake is a thing of beauty, but I'm glad you do.